All right.
I was saying quietly.
You're very handsome, man. Strategically quiet, that's it.
Is that?
It's really good looks and boyish charm you got, don't you?
Exactly.
Sorry, recording it.
Alright, welcome everyone. My name's Mitch. I'll be running your course today. Today we're going to learn about the Iron Bridge mining induction. Got a sign-on sheet. You can all put your name on that. You'll have to bear with me on this one. It's only the second time I've run it. If you ask questions, I may not know the answer, but I'll do my best. How are we all today?
Very well, thank you, sir.
Yeah?
And yourself?
I'm going alright. I'm flying home tomorrow, so I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What a great city.
Are you part-time?
Yeah, 8-6, that's a hard life.
How do you find the change?
It's good.
Yeah?
It took me a little bit to get used to,
Yeah.
like the 6 days off. But now that I'm used to it,
Yeah.
just feels normal.
Yeah.
I do miss my 2 weeks off, but
Yeah.
which you know all about.
Yeah.
Alright, muster points, as we've discussed previously, if there is an emergency, we'll head out the door behind the lane, make our way out to the outside door and head up to the car park and wait for the ESOs. Alright, I may as well start now that you've signed the form. So the Iron Bridge mining induction. We are Fortescue. They are our values, as we all know. You've been with the company long enough. Has anyone got a favourite value?
Probably safety, so we can't go home at the end of the day.
Yep,
I like family.
family. They seem to be the 2 most popular ones anytime anyone has asked. And our life-saving choices, we all know about them. They're the rules we abide by every day at work. So obviously we are at the Iron Bridge mine. It's an integrated mine to market structure, and that lays out Fortescue's Pilbara operations, like the Western Hub, which covers Illawarra and Solomon, Chester's, which covers Christmas Creek and Cloudbreak. They're building a new mine south of that. Greg, do you want to have a crack at that one?
Which one we're looking at?
Yindugu?
I would say you're pretty well spot on. No,
Close?
Was there flying fish at some point?
Flying Fish is Illawarra,
Oh.
so that's part of their mine.
Oh, okay, just not on, it's
No,
like just...
yeah, so that's their mine. They call Flying Fish. It's a part of their, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realise it's a solar farm. How far is it, solar farm from us?
We fly
That's
over it.
here. Oh, it's past the gatehouse somewhere. It's
Probably
pretty
going to
close.
see that.
It's massive.
I didn't realise it was
Seen
that
it,
close.
mate.
We fly over it.
Did we?
Oh, always asleep on the plane.
Yeah. Sleeping on here.
And then obviously we're at Iron Bridge. We've got Cannon Basin, and then you've got port operations out at Port Hedland. So it's quite a big area that we take in. Alright, so railway crossing requirements. Before crossing any railway, ensure the following conditions are met. So the vehicle axle load must not exceed 23 tonnes. The vehicle maximum width is 8.5 metres. The length is 55. The crossing time must be 30 seconds. And you need 200mm ground clearance. Do not attempt to manually raise the boom gates. We also know that rail crossings is one of our life-saving choices. It's not something that we deal with much on this mine site. I think if you do drive into Port Hedland, there is a right one. BHP's got a train track there that we cross over. Just abide by any of the signage. Thank you, Wayne. You're welcome. Now I can sign this all off now that you've signed onto the paperwork. So, Iron Bridge project, as we all aware, it's 135 kilometres south of Port Hedland. It's on the Nyamal people's land. We are thankful for them for letting us operate, and we pay respects to their elders past, present and emerging. So the Iron Bridge operation consists of 4 pits. We've got North Star, Eastern Limb Central, Eastern Limb North and Glacier Valley. 60 million tonnes of infeed into the process plant. We've got 2 crushing hubs, as you know. What's that, PCA, PCB, which we then turn into 22 million tonnes of wet concentrate. We pump that to Port Hedland. Recovery rate is 32%, which we hope. And then obviously we've got the CHF out at Port Hedland, and they will filter it and hope to get 20 million tonnes of dry product at 67% Fe target grade. What was that?
Sorry, this is my phone. I'll put it on airplane.
So this is,
Okay.
It's getting wind.
this is our mining overview. So they are our pits. We've got Eastern Limb North, Central, North Star, Glacier Valley, North and South. You can see in the yellow, it's a ROMPAS. OPF is in the blue. And then obviously that waste landform south, that's where they take all the waste products. So you take controls, we all know about that. I hope you do one every day, or several every day. We also don't compromise on safety. We consider safety our foremost priority. It's important that before commencing any work, you fully understand and you plan for the task. Any concerns planning your task, please escalate it to your supervisor. And remember, you are always empowered and encouraged to pause the job and make it safe. All that, the duty of care, obviously we know about this. Take care for your own health and safety. The others, it's pretty standard. You all should be aware of that. Fitness for work, we have a zero tolerance policy. Comes to drug and alcohol. We have a number of facilities and we're available, and we encourage you to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Gym, sporting equipment, got a walking trail around camp as well. Then chaplains are available for employees if you're struggling, and they're here to help 24/7. Fatigue management, and also empowered to manage your own fatigue. We do work long, tiring days. It can get quite hot here in the summer, so take it easy, hydrate, get a bit of aircon. And we've also got the traffic management plan, which covers the whole site. Go through that more later on in the training. So, some potential risks associated with Iron Bridge mining operation. So, road maintenance, signage, maintenance and servicing of all vehicles, dewatering of the active mining areas, explosives, geotech risks. There's multiple ones there. I'm not going to go through them all. So driving prerequisites, so the minimum requirements for candidates. So you must have your C-Class licence. CA, what's that order? Has everyone got their manual licence at this room? That's very rare nowadays, not many people have that. Also need to do your light vehicle permit for FMG, and then the Iron Bridge light vehicle orientation. That's been changed a bit now, where your supervisor can sign you off on that, doesn't need to go through training, which is a bit easier. And then you also need to do them modules. A bit more prerequisites. So active mining area, there's 3 permits. We've got a light vehicle permit, restricted pit permit and unrestricted pit permit. So the light vehicle permit is access roads only, and that's outside the mining area. Restricted pit permit is drive only on LV and haul roads in active mining area, and then you got unrestricted pit permit when you can go anywhere. That would be more, I suppose, like your ROM 4, ROM 3, who your leading hand supervisors. And there, it's a bit of a mud map of your haul road access. It's quite a big operation. A bit more. So vehicle speed limits. So obviously you've got to follow all road signs. No difference than when they're at home. It's probably more stricter on site. We have got the IVMS in the cars now. I'm sure you might have noticed if you disobey the road rules, don't stop, speed, they'll come up. We also get sent, it's pretty funny on night shift, you get a random phone call from Perth and they'll say there's a drowsy driver alert and I'll send you a video of people nearly falling asleep in the car. I shouldn't say it, but it has been quite funny, some of the actions of people in the videos. Alright, so these are the speed limits. So towing a trailer is 40 kilometres, going down to all the other stuff. Won't go into it, everyone. It's pretty basic, don't speed. So safely approaching, operating heavy mobile equipment. Has anyone ever heard of that 50-20-10 rule before? Yeah, we're all over that. So obviously 50 metres pos comms before entering, 20 metres, the equipment needs to be parked up, bucket, GET grounded, 10 metres park occupied, and they get out of the cab. And then yeah, it's pretty important we follow this rule. Whole mining, traffic management plan I should say is probably built on this. And situational awareness. Yeah, a lot of people don't have it, unfortunately. You think it would be quite common, but yeah. So it's situational awareness is knowing what is going on around you. It is important that everyone is aware of their surroundings. Even the most experienced people can have lapses. We've probably all seen. Everyone makes mistakes, everyone stuffs up. And then it's important for everyone to look out for his or her own safety, and then obviously look out for your workmates as well. With the situational awareness, obviously the big dump trucks, they have a fair few blind spots in them, they are quite large. Imagine you're sitting in that little cab at the front, you're not going to be able to see everything around you. So yeah, just be aware when you're in that area, or if you're driving the big dump trucks. Personal electronic devices, so it's prohibited in high risk areas. They're pretty strict on that in mining areas. Not allowed to have your mobile phones or anything in your cabs. On some sites they actually have a lockable pouch. You might have seen these one on your time. So they've got a little pouch, you put your phone in, you put it in like a cubby or something before you go out the crib up. And then when you come back for smoke code and whatnot, you might even need to swipe the pouch sometimes and they'll let you get your phone out. That's how serious they take it. There's also a procedure as well. I once worked at an OPF a few years ago with the company and they banned phones for a while actually in the OPF. You had to leave them in your bag. That was pretty average. Radio channels. So all personnel must be in the correct radio channel. All access points in the area will have designated road channel advisory signs. Personnel on foot must carry a Tetra radio. Obviously site access roads and MAR 603, blast operations 610, 1 in 605. There's a few other channels. Training's got their own. So obviously call signs. Might have heard you mention before about mine 3, mine 4. So mine 1's the mine manager. Very rarely you'd probably hear him on the radio. You've got your quarry manager who's production superintendent, mine 2. Mine 3 is your project manager. Mine 4 is your production shift supervisor. And then mine 5 is your project supervisor. And that applies to drill and blast as well. Drill 1, 2, blast 1, 2, And then obviously you got your mine control and drill control. And then you also got your geotechs, mobile maintenance and whatnot. Vehicle parking, as we all know, we park anywhere in a designated area, it needs to be reverse parked. Or drive-through parking if it's signposted. Need to have handrails and buttons around proper parking areas. Cannot mix LVs and heavy vehicles in the same area. You see the new car park out here, it's got a designated LV, HV area at the top there. Just make sure we're not parking in the right spot. If you park on a slope, make sure you got a wheel chock. And yeah, when parking on rough terrain, just be careful. Lighting, I'm not going to go through that, we all know the lighting rules. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, all clear. Anyone, any questions on the lighting? No, all over that. Lightning alerts, so the lightning board's around, it'll come over the radio as well. It's pretty standard. That's the explanation. So, active mining areas, AMA for short, it's monitored. You can call emergency on 605, 610. So mine control responds, the caller, and takes an E-phone. And then mine control activates the in-pit emergency tones, channel 601 emergency services. Also, we have the red button on our Tetra as well, which we can call it emergency services itself. Obviously, our emergency procedure, everyone knows this. Do I need to go through it all? We've all been around long enough. You know what we need to do. Probably the most important thing is you can say your name on the radio, but do not say the person's name who's involved in the incident. Obviously, you've got confidentiality and whatnot. And then, yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. We've all been through the training. Hopefully we've never had to do it in real life. So if we are on the channel, you hear an emergency, all vehicles must stop in a safe location, maintain radio silence until it's all clear. You must not leave your vehicle unless you're instructed to do so, and just stay in your work channel. And then obviously emergency response vehicles have right away. So incident managed, you must report all hazards, near misses and incidents immediately to your supervisor. Pretty standard, anywhere you work, that's the case. Does anyone know why we need to report near misses?
Probably get learnings out of it.
Yeah.
That'd be probably the situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Learn from our mistakes, make sure it doesn't happen again. So we've got some restricted access areas in the mining area. And that's just a couple of examples: manned drill areas, loaded shot areas, autonomous drill areas, magazine areas, whatnot. They'll excuse me. There'll be signage and barricading and whatnot. Just obey any signage. Please don't go where you're not allowed to. That's a blast one that they're going to be doing. Restricted access areas. So you've got the green and white environmental tape, pink and black heritage tape, blue and white exclusive control tape, red and white danger tape, yellow and black caution tape, and also some info tags. Is that all the tape we have? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah. Cones, this is where it can sometimes get confusing. So obviously it doesn't match up with your tape. So you'll have the green and white environmental tape, but your green and white cone is for emergency services. Orange with green, well, what's a green strip, it's for maintenance. yellow and white, charged blast patterns, orange and white. It's probably the most common one you'll see. Blue and yellow, autonomous. We do not have autonomous here like some of the other sites. Has anyone ever seen the autonomous trucks before? Pretty cool. Driving, I remember at Solomon, we're driving next to them to work, and there'll be a dump truck on the other side of the mining area and there's no one in it. Like, holy shit.
It's funny seeing following each other too, like they've all been sent back to know who was following each other.
Oh, it's crazy. And they got like a blue flashing light on the front of them, that's how you know they're autonomous. Pretty cool technology. I think we actually run the largest fleet of autonomous vehicles in the world, or we did at one stage. More cones, more signs. So potential cavity zones. This is a pretty important one. I'm sure if some of you might not be aware, at Solomon 3-4 years ago they actually had a cavity cave in and they had a fatality on site. I'd find out the day before it. Yeah, like a drill, someone from drill and blast, they were drilling holes in that. One of the holes collapsed and yeah, he sadly passed away. So they take it pretty serious now. Well, they always did, obviously, but there's extra controls in place.
The young guy's first week on the job.
Yeah, he was quite new to the industry. Yeah. So yeah, the explanation of the cones and drilling areas are the orange and white ones. Loaded shots. Anyone ever seen a blast? Yeah, pretty cool, eh? You haven't seen one, mate?
Never in 30 years have I ever seen one.
Wow, that's surprising.
I'd love to have a good look at it one day.
Yeah, I'll
Get the cold, you're right.
Yeah, well, most of my time's been on an underground site, and obviously you can't be
Yeah.
underground and there's blast going off, so you don't see it.
Let's see if we can organise something. Hard hat requirements. So, they're a bit lax out in the mining area about hard hats. So all work in the following areas require a hard hat within 10 metres of mining face, bench or highwall, crushing, screening or related activities, and within the footprint of the HME. Does anyone know what HME is? Heavy mining?
Heavy mining equipment.
Yep. Sounds about right. And a hard hat not required is in accessing and egressing HME and then work in the active mining areas. So pretty much if you're in the mining area, you don't need a hard hat.
Just got a can't fall on your head. The high wall pen.
Yep. Equipment under test. So operation used to repair and test mining equipment. Equipment needs to be worked on in an active mining area. So operators may be required to assist mobile maintenance, set up signs of barricading, use experience and skills to relocate equipment, assist with equipment under test, so they return equipment back to production once repairs are complete. And then autonomous and remote. Actually, a lot of our drill rigs in the company now are autonomous. People in Perth operate the drill rigs on a computer down there, which is pretty cool. Just a few more. Autonomous drill areas. It's pretty amazing some of the technology they've got nowadays. So you can't go within 50 metres of these zones. It's pretty strict. In the mining area, obviously, plenty of stuff that can cause damage to. Blue and yellow for the autonomous drill operations. Don't know if we've got any out here. We do have obviously with Thies as a contractor for mining operations, we do have an FMG drill and blast team. Just not sure what kind of drill rigs they run. Alright, hazards when working around ADRs. So ADRs cannot see any other vehicle or machine regardless if they are site aware or not. ADRs may move at any time and under autonomous run. So that's that flashing blue light I mentioned before. ADR hazard perception, or LIDAR, only picks up obstructions higher than 700 millimetres in height. Drill areas must be left as smooth and flat as practicable for ADRs, and poor clean-up practices can result in damage to them. So they're going to tram over large rocks or ruts, or the boundary edge is not pushed far enough. Once an ADR boundary is established, it must not be modified. Obviously, little stuff with all their radars and whatnot. At any time the task, job, or scope changes, or you're unsure what to do, pause the job and contact your supervisor. Geotech hazard awareness, so all new mining personnel to site are required to complete the geotechnical awareness training packages. There are several levels of the course depending on the personnel's roles, and their training packages to ensure your safety when working with the active mining area. So your risk assessment on the face, it's got to have certain heights for the batter. Yeah. I don't know if any of you get a chance to go to Solomon. It's pretty cool. It's on the border of Karajini there. They've actually, most of their mining pits are dug into the big mountains there. So they've got the benches all the way down the mountains, and they just mine and dig into the mountains. It's pretty impressive. So you need a land usage certificate. Can't do any clearing without a land usage certificate and a contractor disturbance certificate, and then you can't enter an undisturbed area without it. See, that's a bit of the tape we were talking about before. Heritage areas, it's pretty important for Fortescue, and then operating licences as well. Can be a bit of a hot topic in the news, and that there's been examples of companies destroying valuable heritage. So yeah, they take it pretty serious. Do not go in any of these areas. If you see a pink and black flag, do not go there. They'll be marked with orange tape as a buffer area, so that's when you'll first notice it, and obviously the heritage area will be further than that. So they are our heritage sites, you'll see on the bottom left there, and there's one on the right there. I'm not sure how close we will get to that in the mining. I hope we will stay far enough away from it and be part of our licence to operate. That's it. Is there any questions?